Hi, welcome back. You're still watching The Globe here on the SABC News Channel. I'm Tshepiso Makwetla. Global Citizen is recognizing changemakers who are taking action to end extreme poverty now while fostering social change across the globe by awarding them through a prestigious awards dinner, which will be held in New York on the 22nd of May. One of the awards recipients is a South African, Khanyisile Motsa, who runs a safe haven called Home of Hope for young girls who have survived abuse and sexual trafficking. She helps restore their safety and dignity. To talk a little bit more about this, let's hear from Home of Hope founder and director, that is Executive Director, Berea-Hillbrow Home of Hope. A very good evening to you, Mam Khanyisile, and congratulations firstly for the honor and the work that you've done.
Oh, thank you so much. Good evening, it's Tshepiso and your listeners. I'm so excited.
I want to talk about Global Citizen. Just tell us a little bit more about your understanding of the award and why you believe they chose you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you, Tshepiso. You know, I cannot say I know why they chose me, but I know what I'm doing at Home of Hope for Girls. For me, the award is just an honor from God. But otherwise, what we are doing at Home of Hope, I'm looking at it 20 years today. This is the 22nd year Home of Hope have been existing. And Home of Hope has the consistency in helping the children, helping the girls. And up to today, we are seeing the results of the work that is being done at Home of Hope. So I think that's the thing that has drawn the eyes of the Global Citizen.
As I mentioned, you are founder and director, Mam Khanyi. Let's start from the beginning, how this project came to be. And I'd imagine something as difficult as this, as you say, it's not necessarily for people to come and see. It requires a lot of secrecy, a lot of underground work to protect those young lives. Tell us a little bit about how you got into it.
Okay. Tshepiso, I'm a business woman. I had my small company, import and export, which was supporting my 5 biological children. So that was okay for me. And in fact, I was just like everyone, not into charity full-time or part-time. But what I saw, it changed my mind because I saw the children being abused. In fact, used by pimps and drug lords on the streets in Berea. So when I looked at the ages of those children and I looked at those children, they looked exactly like my own children. So I asked myself, why am I living then if things like this will happen and I will turn a blind eye? Then I started helping the children, taking them to my own apartment. So with that, I've been doing this for now 22 years. It changed my mind just to see that with the little that I can offer the children, it helps them to change and it empowers them to become something better than whatsoever they were.
Can you share with us what exactly you saw? I mean, we're living in a society now where people often turn a blind eye to something that is right in front of their face. If a woman or child is being beaten or attacked, people just nowadays tend to walk away. A young child who is dressed in a particular way, walking with somebody who clearly is not a guardian or a friend, people don't question anymore. So what drew you to these young girls and made you realize that they are in situations not of their own bidding or willing to be?
What I think really helped me was to give myself time to understand why and what was happening in their lives. That's not an easy thing. That's not something that you can do one day or when you see a person and say, who is this person you're with? But to just say, let me understand what is happening here. Because with the girls, they looked happy on the street. They looked like they were doing something that was normal for them. But when I came closer to them, I realized that these children were forced to be doing what they were doing. And then those children were also orphaned children. They didn't have parents. Even those who had parents, but they were not in their own space. They were in Johannesburg now, being managed by other people who are not giving them anything, but just abusing them, that's all. So that's when I managed to say, no, this cannot happen.
Share with us the signs that you came to recognize of trafficking, of abuse. What kind of things did you come up against that made you want to lend a hand?
No, with that, I'll be lying if I can say there's just one sign that you see.
Just whatever you saw.
Many, okay. Number one, what I saw, the children were on the street. It was not a holiday. And for me as an adult, for a child to be on the street, and it's a girl, as they were busy, they were standing on the traffic light. They were just like giggling, talking to each other, and cars will stop. One will run to the car and come back quickly. In fact, we're not seeing what was happening there. I only learned when now I was talking to them, when they told me that they were selling drugs. The pimp will take the money, and then the client will come, drive by, and then she'll know that she was going to give that one. So then now I saw that this was a worse form of child labor. You cannot send someone's child to make money for you like that. So the sign was that. But like for any other sign for a trafficked person, it becomes very difficult because even if it's a child walking with an adult, she will tell that child that I am your mom, or if you say I am your aunt, whosoever asks you, you must know that, because if you don't, or you say something different, we'll kill you. So that's why I'm saying it's very difficult to see those signs.
Ma'am, can you, just before we run out of time, I just want to understand what support you're getting in order to try and restore these children to safety and help give them back their dignity. And whether it's also difficult to win them over, because sometimes people are just used to a certain way of life and are even scared of a life of which they are worthy.
Yeah, if I got you correctly, you're catching your question. Can you repeat?
Yes, I was saying to you that can you please just share with us the kind of support that you need or you're getting to help restore the safety and dignity of these young girls, and whether it's easy to convince them to change lifestyle, to run away from these circumstances?
Okay. In fact, it's trust that is needed the most, and you cannot gain trust the same day and the same time. But the manner of your approach, it helps a lot. So that they're like any other child. They do trust easily, but they're also skeptical because they've seen a lot of things in their young life. But the consistency of being honest with them, so that you don't lie. Tomorrow you're saying this, now you are saying this. You tell them the truth, that all what you can offer is the safe space and it's the education, and it's also the reunification with the family.
Right.
That you are guaranteeing that it will happen. As long as this thing.
Congratulations once again, and I hope that you do get all the support that you can get for this worthy work that you are doing. We salute you indeed, and it's at a time when, of course, incidents of child abuse, child trafficking, of course, forced labor are continuing to rise. The International Labour Organization working at this stage to see how, along with its partners and stakeholders, they can bring an end to such practices. Right.